Hi guys, it's Amanda and I'm back to do another Fiona Art cup bottom reverse flower dip. I have rainbow colors today. I am right now trying to get my camera set up on the other side of the table so that I know that my canvas is in frame. I could go up higher and get more of a direct view down on it. So let me know in the comments below if the view that I have set for you right now is okay, or if you would like me to extend the legs on my tripod and make it more of an even view over top. So just let me know in the comments what you prefer, and I'm just going to go around the other side and get started. Hold on just a second. Okay guys, I'm back. This is the best setup I have right now unless I extend the legs of my tripod. I'm not sure, this probably isn't exactly centered. But I did the best I could. I did the best I could with my white base coat. I can never get it flat. Maybe I don't use quite enough, but I think after the flower and after the dip, I will add more white around the edges and it should work out okay in the end. I don't know. I know what colors I want to start with. I know what order I want to go in, but I don't know if I want to put a little bit of my Extreme Sheen down first or not, because I didn't last time. And I still got some really nice looking edges. So I don't think I will. I think I'll just start with my first color. And this is a 12 by 12 inch canvas because I have 6 colors and an Extreme Sheen paint that I'm going to use between each layer. My plan is to use 2 layers on the outside and 1 layer on the inside. And this one is middle green. All of these paints are, all the colors are, hold on. This is 24 karat gold Extreme Sheen. And all of my colors are Creative Inspirations brand from Jerry's Artarama. And this is sky blue. And this is slightly different, I think, than the sky blue that I have from Hobby Lobby. So sometime I'll use both of them in a painting together and see the differences. This is 24 karat gold Extreme Sheen. And this one is Purple Lake. And my Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold. Sometimes I think I use a little bit too much of the Extreme Sheen. I need to go a little bit lighter on that. This is Quinacridone Rose. And 24 karat gold. And this one is orange yellow, but to me it's just a light orange. This one is 24 karat gold, and this one is lemon yellow. Whenever I was leveling my canvas, it kept seeming to lean to this side and it kept seeming to lean that way a little bit, so I might have off-centered my cup a little bit this way to try to offset that. I don't know if that will help or not. I want to do a second layer here. Like I said, I've lost my first colors. My green and my blue is almost gone, and that Extreme Sheen really takes over. So I'll try to use, try to use more color this second time and less of the Extreme Sheen. A bigger napkin today because the napkins that I showed you in my last video, they're not quite large enough. They just barely cover my canvas whenever I spread them out. So I did find a set seems to be spreading. See, it's spreading more this way and this way. And I did my best at leveling my canvas, but you can never get it exactly perfect with these screws under here. But anyway, I stretched out my napkin and it's not quite, it just barely covers the canvas, so I got a bigger one. They're not, the quality isn't as nice, so they may not work quite as well as what I used in the last one. But they're bigger, so that should help. I wonder if I should turn my canvas whenever I turn my cup, so that, to put these three over in this area, so that maybe I can help it spread evenly. Maybe I'll try that. Give me 1 second. Okay, and now, okay, I'll turn my canvas around. I don't know what that does with how it's level or not level, but I'm just curious to see if that makes any difference or not. And then I'll move my cup. Yeah, that's, you can tell that it's unlevel the way the paint's moving in weird ways in the center. But I will just plop my cup down. Forgot to drag some paint out. Whoops, I didn't mean to go like all the way to the canvas. Let's try that again. Whoops, now that's gonna be messed up. This is messed up too. That's not in the center. Yep, I'm going down to the canvas and I shouldn't be. That's what I meant to do. Hopefully that fills back in whenever I use my napkin. I don't know. I don't think this one's going to turn out as nice as my last one. Okay, we'll lift this up and move it out of the way. This, I don't think it's gonna be as nice as the last one because the paint consistency is off or something is off. It's very strange. It could be that it's unlevel and I did my best to make it as level as I could. I'm gonna try to drag some of this paint in to the center. Trying to see where to drag from because my paint is just all muddying together. I don't have high hopes for this one, but we will see. Let me wet my napkin. I can tell, I think I needed a lot more paint. My edges just don't seem to have, but I'll do the edges. I don't know if I need to do more for the edges now or after I looked it up. I think I needed twice as much paint for my base coat. I think that might have helped. Definitely need more paint around, and I don't think I had enough paint down for my base coat. So let's try to lay this down, and it's not quite even. Yeah, I have air under there. I don't know if I can get some of that air out or not. Okay, now let's just lightly touch and see what we can do. See if I can fix it in any way. I would definitely add more white around whenever I lift this up. Just barely touching. I might fast forward this part. I might be touching too much. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up to lift this. Cross your fingers for me. Having issues, having issues, having issues, having issues. Okay, set that aside. Yeah, I had some issues with lifting. You can definitely see right there where I messed up. Definitely pulled a lot of white off. Definitely have some issues with the petals. Right there you can see where I had trouble lifting that second, where I was starting with the second set of corners. Definitely need white paint around. That's kind of messed up. I may just cover that with white. Let me torch and see what I can do with the torch. Let's pop some bubbles. See a whole lot of them. Okay, and let me put some white paint around. I may not be able to fix that mistake right there. Okay, let's try to spread this white paint back out and give that time and see if that Extreme Sheen has any reaction and see what we're left with. This will level a lot better as it dries. I just kind of wanted to fill in some of these really empty spots. Whoops, whoops. See there, I'm dragging that. Let's put a dot of white over that. And it's okay if you drag a little bit of color around too, but I don't want to completely drag color all over the place. Just kind of cover that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, just it will level. It will be a lot better when it dries. I don't really want that to go over the edge. Because I don't want any of the paint to go over the edge, if I can help it. Just play around this, kind of leveling this out around, whoops. Alright, it will still have a little bit of a hump, but it'll be a lot more level than it was. The flour will spread some as it's drying too, so it will look a lot better when it dries. If it's still really bad, I may put a little bit more white on, but I've left it for a while. Now I want to see where that messed up spot was. So that I know which way it goes. I think it was this way, because I think those ones were messed up. But I think that it looks okay now. Looks way better than I expected. I don't know how I can stop that. I don't really want that to go over the edge. I want to tilt just a little bit back this way, so maybe it won't go over that edge, and stretch it out. Just, I don't want to stretch it too much. I'd like for this one not to go over the edge. But if I stretch it around a little bit, it might even up a little bit better around those edges. I know, you might be yelling that I should leave it alone. That one might go over. I don't know how to keep it from going over. I hope it doesn't. But let me torch one more time. Whoops. Well, I can't torch right now. I'll have to go fill my torch to torch it again. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. I don't know how I'm gonna keep that from going over the edge. I always end up having one edge where it goes over. Maybe put it down here because the table kind of leans the other way. I may have to just keep an eye on it while it dries. So, around the flower doesn't look super great. Like right in there, there's gonna be a hump. Okay, I will have to go fill my torch in order to torch it again, and then I will take you down for a close-up. I do have a ton of the details that I was wanting from this, so I'm really loving this Extreme Sheen paint, and I have Extreme Sheen paints in some other colors too, and I will use those soon. I do have some Vallejo Pearl Medium ordered from Blick, which is on back order, so I don't know when I'll get it. I'm trying really hard not to let this little spot here start to go over the edge, because I would like for the flower to stay on the canvas. So I'm in the process probably accidentally tilting it, off-centering it the other way. But I'm hoping that that doesn't drip over. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I love my little rainbow flower. It doesn't really look like a flower to me because the colors kind of, I didn't keep the petal shape and the colors all melded together more than I expected. I think maybe I need more base coat down for one thing. For another thing, I need to be able to make my base coat level and to be able to make my table and my canvas completely level, which I have a really hard time with. I don't know why. I can't find anywhere level in my house, and I have these screws underneath my canvas where I'm trying to use the screws to help level the canvas, but it's not really working. obviously, because you can see whenever I do it which way the paint spreads. I keep kind of tilting it back that way because I don't want it to go over these sides. So it might be a little bit lopsided whenever it dries. I will show this next Monday in my dry results video. And that's it for this one. I do have some flamey edges where I put the white around. I think the more I keep tilting, the more it kind of evens up the white edge at least. Let me see if I can. Nope. I was trying to fix the screws to kind of make it not lean this way, but I'm just over tilting and I'm just getting a big muddy mess. But yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's not exactly a flower like I was going for. I do have a lot of lacing from the Extreme Sheen paint. I do have a lot of cells. I will turn the video off and go fill my torch, and I will torch it again, and then I'll take you down for a close-up. It looks like I need even more white paint over here, but I think that for right now it's keeping it from spreading too much. So as long as I'm really trying not to let it go over this edge up here. If it does, it does. Maybe I should just kind of tilt it over all the edges. Maybe I should use my spinner and spin it out. Maybe I'll do that another time. It's very off center, but if I center it back up, then it's gonna start coming up here. If I tilt it too much, I'm gonna mess it up. I think that might be part of what's messing it up. I do still see all of the colors in there. I may try this again with these colors because I think it's really pretty. And sometime I will try to cut back on paint because I think I've used way too much paint. There's a lot of paint on there. I hope it doesn't crack when it dries. But I will stop for now. That's probably going to go over the edge. So then I'm going to be upset with this one. But that's all for this one. Thanks as always for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested. And have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, here it is from my side of the table. I can definitely tell that it's all messed up from where I've been tilting and trying to keep it from going over this edge. So this one's not the greatest, but it is what it is, and I like the colors. It might be stretching, pushing to go over that edge too. So I don't know. That's because whenever it was turned around, those were the corners closest to the edge. But I'll go in and show you some details. At least I got a lot of beautiful lacing, and this Extreme Sheen paint really works for that. And I just love, this is the Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold. I love this. I love that shimmer. I think it will look really nice when it dries. And I just need some more help and some more experience with getting my table and my canvas completely level before I start. It was almost level. The bubble was in the center, but it wasn't exactly centered. It was like more towards one side than the other. So it's not even like hard. It's very, very, very barely off center. But it really made a difference with the way the paint runs. And then I've really stretched it out trying to get, trying to even it back out. I think I want to use some more white and cover that little spot there. I think whenever it dries, I may want to add some more white to it around the edges to make it, sorry, low power message. Sorry, when I have a low power message, my video stops recording. What was I saying? I may need to add some more white to it when it dries to level it out a little bit more, or some more white around the edges. But at least I know that Extreme Sheen paints work. I think maybe my paints were a tiny bit too thin. The Extreme Sheen paints, I mix 1-to-1 ratio instead of 2-to-1 like I did my other paints. but it still seems like it's a little bit thin. So I may need to leave one of my ingredients out of my pouring medium whenever I do the Extreme Sheen so that it's a little bit thicker. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's a little bit off center, a little bit strange. Another low battery message. Okay, I had another low battery message and it took me a second to get back to the end of this, so I need to do this before my phone shuts off. It looks a little bit strange, but I still like it, and I like that I can get the effects that I like from the Extreme Sheen paints, and I'll definitely have to try again and try to change a few things to make it a little bit better. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks as always for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye. Okay guys, it took me quite a while after I recorded this video before I got around to editing and finishing the editing, and I haven't even added the music in right now. So I'm going to add some of these pictures here at the end just so you can look and see what it looks like after it has dried for maybe 5 or 6 hours. And then I'll go in and add the music and then see how long it takes me to save and upload. I'm sorry it's late today, but it is what it is, and I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will have a new video for you on Thursday, a new fluid art video on Thursday, and I will have an oracle card reading video for you tomorrow on Wednesday. Bye!